Hey, what's up, people? Piz out here, and I've just survived my third consecutive Walmart Black Friday mess. Mess is the word that sums it up. Mess. It's my, as I said, my third year in a row, and the previous 2 years, I went simply out of a morbid curiosity. I wanted to peer into the abyss, so to speak. And you know what they say about if you look into the abyss, sooner or later the abyss will look through you. This is the year the abyss looked through me. My haul this year pretty much pales in comparison to the previous 2 years. And I think it's because, as I said, I went those past 2 years basically more out of a morbid curiosity. And it just so happened that there was a lot of stuff there that I wanted at a cheap price, and I walked out with big hauls the past 2 years. This year I actually took a peek at the Walmart Black Friday sales ad, and there was nothing in there. There were no titles in there that I just was like, oh man, I gotta pick up this movie at this price. I've got to get it. Nothing really jumped off the page at me. And the ad, in the back of my mind, I kept thinking, well, there'll be more there in the store. No, the ad was pretty indicative of what was in the store, and there really wasn't a lot in the store. And I'd actually contemplated not even going. And I wasn't going to go. My girlfriend actually talked me into going, and we arrived 2 minutes before they actually started. And which wasn't bad as far as timing was concerned. Didn't have to stand, in the masses of people for, an hour or longer. But if your Walmart is like mine, where they set up the DVDs and Blu-rays in the produce section, they put the DVDs and Blu-rays together with the video games. And the way that they do it at my Walmart is they put all the DVDs and Blu-rays around in like this circle. And the video games are kind of all in the center. And it seems like most people are there for video games. So the video game people all cluster together right in the middle, making it almost impossible, creating like an impenetrable wall where you just can't get around because you've got a lot of video game people there. And the video game people probably hate the movie people who were there too, because they can't get to their video games because there's a woman with 14 different copies of True Blood or whatever Tammy in her arms. So I'm sure they probably complain as much as I do. But it's just weird how they clump the movies and the video games together, and the way that they clump them together, it's just butting heads. But I mean, you're there butting heads irregardless. So anyway, I go into the throng. There's not very much. I get the few titles that I want. A couple of them I'm just kind of like, I might as well get them while I'm here. But I get them, and I do manage to shoot some footage of the event. If you've never been to a Walmart Black Friday event, this footage will hopefully sicken you to the point where you just won't want to do it ever again. This was the year, as I said, the abyss stared through me. And it just wasn't a pleasant event, even from a, freak show kind of point of view of just kind of like stepping outside and just sort of watching the crowds and watching people and just seeing people turn into absolute monsters, ripping and tearing and clawing and fighting and biting over a towel or over a toy or over a Blu-ray because it's marked down from $12 to $10. And I even had this sort of moment of clarity standing in the throng of people thinking like, is the $2 or $3 that I'm saving on this Blu-ray really worth all this? Is it really worth it? You know what I mean? And so I've had that kind of night. And how they do the checkout at Walmart, oh my God, there's just lines everywhere. It's the only time of year that every checkout is open in Walmart. They have like 30 checkout lanes in Walmart, and there's never more than 2 of them ever open at any one time, which is one of my things I hate about Walmart so much. I always do the self-checkout, but if you get in an area where people are using the self-checkout for the first time, or people who are self-checking out like 3 carts of their own stuff, that's a bad place to be. But they've got all the checkouts open, lines everywhere, wrapping here, wrapping there. You have no idea where a lane or where a line ends. People are trying to push through the lines to get wherever they need to go, and it's just, you know, lots of pushy, smelly. It's the unwashed masses. It's the definition of the unwashed masses. I'll put some of that footage at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. I posted a picture of it on my Facebook page. But yeah, I survived yet another Walmart Black Friday. Came out of there in one piece. Just with a slight case of hepatitis C, which hopefully I'll be okay. But did manage to pick up a few things. Nothing too mind blowing. Nothing too kind of a disappointing haul, but a haul nonetheless. And I got some good movies here at fairly reasonable prices. First up is the movie Prisoners on Blu-ray. Picked this up. I think this was maybe $7. Really good movie. Really enjoyed this movie. Great performances from Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal. And also, what was the other guy's name? What was that guy's name? Oh, man. Was it Paul Dano? I think so. All right. Phenomenal performance from the other fellow. I can't remember his name. He was in There Will Be Blood. He played the young evangelical preacher in that film. Excellent performance in that film as well. Excellent performance here in Prisoners. Really, really like this movie. Great flick. Heard a lot about this movie. This movie has actually been in my Netflix, my list on Netflix for a long time. And I just never really, pulled the trigger on watching it. But I decided to pull the trigger on getting the Blu-ray for, I think it was maybe $5, not very much, but this is Mud with Matthew McConaughey. I've heard nothing but great reviews about this movie, so yeah, gonna check it out now on Blu-ray because I bought it, and that gives me more incentive to watch it than to watch it on Netflix, I guess. So, Mud with Matthew McConaughey, as I said, heard great things about it. According to George Morgenstern of the Wall Street Journal, it is a newly minted American classic. So I will take Mr. Morgenstern's advice to heart. Next up, a triple Blu-ray pack, and no movie collection is complete without these 3 masterpieces. The Ninja Turtles films, and not the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles, not that crap. The real Ninja Turtles. The original movie, The Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, Turtles in Time. We get this cool slipcase with it, all 3 movies. No special features, it appears, but I mean, these movies don't need special features for movies this great. A lot of nostalgic memories with the Ninja Turtles films, especially the first one. So yeah, I think this was like, I want to say $3, $5, not very much, but yeah, very cool. All 3 Ninja Turtles movies on Blu-ray. And the last movie I picked up, this one was $10. One of my favorite movies of this year, Godzilla. This is really the one movie that I kind of went there with the intentions of buying, and I bought it. This is Godzilla. One of my favorite movies of this year. I did a full review of it. Go check that out. Really enjoyed this movie. Very, very cool. Lots of special features. Got me a slip cover on it. And yeah, really enjoyed Godzilla. And now I own it on Blu-ray. So very, very cool. So yeah, not a huge Black Friday haul for me from Walmart, but got some good titles nonetheless. And I gotta tell you, when I was waiting in line, I'm standing there in line waiting to check out, and I'm holding 4 movies in my hand. And I've got a person in front of me who's bought $300 in camouflage clothing. I'm not kidding. Camouflage clothing stacked up on the floor. She was just kicking the stack. As we edged closer and closer to to checking out, she would just kick the pile. $300 in camo. And behind me, a woman with a cart stacked full of stuff, and I'm standing there. I'm in line for 45 minutes, wedged in between these people who've picked up hundreds of dollars worth of stuff. Me holding 4 Blu-rays thinking, was it really worth it? Was all this really worth it? And then, of course, I had to walk out into the cold and walk like a mile away to my car because that was the closest parking that I could get. And probably all these together, I may have saved, what, $20. But hey, that's what Black Friday is all about. And I got that, and I got Hep C now. So it all, you know, it's all coming up rosy for me. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Stick around for the footage here at the end of the video. Let me know what you picked up on your Black Friday excursions. If you picked up any awesome titles, let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, you guys take it easy. Hope everybody out there had a great Thanksgiving. And until next time, you guys take it easy.